The tabling of the Integrity Commission's annual report in Parliament some weeks ago arguably opened a can of worms on the country's executive body. The report found 6 parliamentarians being accused of owning assets their lawful income cannot substantiate. Their identities have, however, remained unknown until now, or at least until next week. Natalia Clark has the latest.
Amidst calls for the politicians accused of illicit enrichment to be named, it appears Jamaicans may get the answer sooner rather than later. The Integrity Commission on Monday says it has submitted to Parliament a report of investigation and an associated indicative ruling of its Director of Corruption Prosecution. And while the IC release doesn't state what matters are contained in these documents, weeks ago, in their annual report, the IC revealed 6 members of Parliament have been referred to the Director of Investigation for illicit enrichment and or for submitting false information in their statutory declaration of income, assets, and liabilities. Illicit enrichment, as described by the Corruption Prevention Act, is owning assets disproportionate to one's lawful earnings. In essence, there could be a case of corruption. The Commission, in an attempt to be transparent, said the updated documents were received and signed for by Parliament around 10 a.m. on Monday. It's understood separate copies were addressed to Speaker of the House Marissa Dalrymple-Philibert, Deputy Speaker of the House Juliet Holness, President of the Senate Senator Tom Tavares Finson, and Clerk to the Houses of Parliament Valerie Curtis. As the tradition would dictate, these reports are expected to be tabled as soon as Parliament resumes, which is reportedly next week, September 19. Since news of the illicit 6 emerged, there has been much speculation about who they may be. Fingers have been pointed at Prime Minister Andrew Holness by critiques who've noticed his statutory declaration is yet to be certified by the IC. The Prime Minister and his government has since taken the position to not publicly address the matter. On the other hand, President of the opposition People's National Party, Mark Golding, has declared he nor any of his party members have been contacted by the IC. The hot topic has even spilled over into matters pertaining to the Director of Public Prosecution, Paula Llewellyn, and the government extending the office's retirement age to 65. The opposition has suggested this was done so the ruling party can maintain influence on the investigation into the illicit 6. Will the nation get the answers it seeks? We'll see in a week. Natalia Clark for CVM News.